Hi, everyone. It is the 10th of July today, Monday. We're going through a heat wave right now in Switzerland and neighboring France. So today I've organized a class where I'd like to teach a breath exercise that helps to cool down the body. And our class after that will be a good warm-up, not hardcore cardio. It's going to be sort of getting our heart rate up to 60% and holding it there for a while. And then we've got some deep strengthening as well as some stretching, some deep stretches. Because when we're warm, it helps with our flexibility. Okay, so we'll do some deeper stretches than usual. The first breathing exercise is a breath exercise called Shitali, which is a breathing exercise where we use the tongue. This is one of the only yogic breathing exercises where we breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose. So get yourself into a comfortable position. You can be seated or standing. We place the tongue either at the back of the bottom teeth like this, or if you're able to make a U with your tongue like that, that's the way you'll place your tongue as you breathe in. So let's go. Either the U or at the back of your teeth. Breathe in, let the breath come over your tongue. Close your mouth, breathe out through your nose. And again, breathe in, breath goes over the tongue. Breathe out through the nose. We'll do about 10 of these breaths in total, 8 more. Breathe in, breathe out through the nose. If you'd like to close your eyes, you may. Breathe in, breathe out through the nose. Breathing in, breathing out. Begin to notice how you feel the face and the head and neck begin cooling down. And again, breathe in, breathing out. This is called Shitali. Breathing in, breathing out. You can use this at any time during the day. Breathing in helps to cool the face, cooling the head. It helps to keep going, helps to humidify the lungs, the throat. Breathing in. It also helps the mind to focus and reduces fatigue caused by heat. Do it one more time. Good. And now, if possible, breathe in and out only through the nose throughout the rest of the class. Open your eyes and come up onto your hands and knees onto the mat. Hands can be underneath the shoulders. Knees can be underneath the hips. Take a deep breath in and curl your spine, looking skyward. And breathe out, rounding, look to your belly button. And again, breathing in, curling. Breathing out and rounding. As you breathe in, really feel the spine being able to arch deeply. And as you round and look to your belly button, feel the spine curling and rounding. See if you can get the breath to make the movement begin. And it's almost like the breath is initiating the movement. Good. Come back to a flat back. Open your knees a little bit wide. Reach your right arm in front of you. Place the palm down. And I want you to bounce back and forth. Press the hips back, come back forth. This is stretching out the shoulder, getting the arm and the side body prepped for our movement. One more time. And bring your hand back under the shoulder, change arms. Bring your left arm out in front of you and press back and forth. Back and forth. Take your time. Feeling the arm, the shoulder, side body warming up. Coming back up, bring the hand down. Now I want you to stretch, bring your knees back towards each other and stretch your right leg out to the side. So it will stretch out and the toes will point forward, okay? Walk your hands a little bit farther forward, both hands, and bounce back and forth. Feel the warming up of the hip, the inner thigh, perhaps also a little bit in the ankle. And bring your knee back down underneath the hip. Keep your hands forward and change legs. Left leg out to the side, toes pointing forward, bouncing back and forth. Just warming up. We're not going into any deep stretch, just warming up the articulations, getting ready for movement and getting them lubricated. Liquid is going in there. Good. And bring the knee back underneath the hips. Keep your hands forward, tuck your toes under, and let's take a downward facing dog. From down dog, begin pedaling your feet right and left, pressing the heel downward towards the floor. Move a little bit more slowly than usual. With the heat, we want to take our time, moving slowly. Take deep breaths as you move. All right. Straightening both legs, take a deep breath in and move into a plank position. Lift your head, lower your knees softly, lower your chest to the floor. Point your toes, lengthening out your legs. Deep breath in, take a cobra. Bring your chest back down. Push up onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes, and take your downward facing dog again. Let's move through that one more time. Breathing in, move into plank. Lower the knees, lower yourself down. Point your toes, lengthen out, rise to cobra. Bring your chest back down, push onto the knees again. Tuck your toes. One last time. Here we go. Moving into a plank position. Lowering the knees, lower your chest. Point your toes, lengthen out, rise to cobra. Chest comes back down, push up onto your hands and knees and into downward facing dog. Begin softly stepping your feet forward until you reach the front edge of your mat. Once you're here at the front edge, everyone just fold forward, keeping the knees bent. Roll your shoulders right and left. Turn your head from right to left, little no. And then up and down for a little yes. Now take both hands and place them on the neck and begin squeezing softly. Softly squeeze the neck, releasing any tension built up in your neck. And then take your fingertips and rub them on your scalp, making tiny circles, getting any tension out of the hair, scalp, the hair follicles. And here we go, hands to the thighs, bend your knees deeper and roll up one vertebra at a time, very, very slowly, taking your time until you come all the way up to a full standing position. Knees stay soft, hips tilt back slightly. You get a long belly, chest is lifted. I've mentioned this before. Imagine you have a light right at the center of your heart, and you want to point it diagonally upwards. The idea is that that light points up to the corner where the wall meets the ceiling. Hands to your heart center. Interlace your fingers, push the palms skyward. Take a deep breath in, breathe out and lean to your right. Breathing in, rise back up. Lean to your left as you breathe out. Breathing in, rise. And again, breathe out to your right. Breathing in, rise back up to your left. Good, take your time. You can move more slowly if you wish. One more time, either side, other side. Rise back up. Open the arms, clasp your hands together, stretch your arms as straight as possible behind you, and lift your chin. Opening the chest, open the shoulder blades. Take 3 deep breaths here. Arms are straight. 3, 2, 1. Release your arms by your sides. Find yourself in a perfect posture. Then hands come to the heart center. And let's go. We're going to do smooth movement. If at any point you feel it's too much, you just slow down or you stop and take a break. Deep breath in, raise the arms, stretching skyward. As you fold, elbows come to knees, hips go way back behind you. That's it. Hands come to the floor, step your feet back into a plank position. Strong plank, please. Lower your knees, one push up, easy going. Down and up, all the way down now. Point your toes and lengthen your legs behind you. Rise up to a little cobra. Bring your chest back down, push back, and into downward facing dog. From here, set your gaze at one point, take a deep breath in, breathe everything out. Always breathing in and out through the nose, please. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, breathe in. Breathing out. Start with your right leg. Lift it up to the sky and press it. 3, 2, 1. Kick it forward as far as possible. Step the rest of the way forward. Feet at hip width. Bend your knees, hands to thighs. Lift the chest into a chair position. Raise your arms up. Pull the elbows down. 3. You raise, pull them down to the sides. 2, that's it. Here's the last one. Come up to standing and refine your perfect posture. Confident feeling is where the wall meets the ceiling, so lift the chest. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in, rise. Folding, elbows come to knees, and stepping back to a plank position. Strong plank here. Knees come down, one push up. All the way down now. Point your toes, lengthen out, rise to a cobra. Bring your chest back down. Push back and into downward facing dog. Hold it here, set your gaze. Breathing in 3, 2, 1. Raise your left leg this time. Press it up. 3, push with the heel. 2, 1, kick it forward. Step the rest of the way forward. Bend your knees, hands to thighs to lift to a chair. Hips are back. Raise the arms by the ears. Pulling down with the elbows. 3. And again. 2. That's it. One more. All the way up to standing. Find that perfect posture. Confident feeling where the wall meets the ceiling. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in. Rise. Folding. Stepping back to your plank. Knees come down, one push up. All the way down. Point your toes, rising up to cobra. Chest comes back down, push back. Downward facing dog. Right leg up. Press it. So no pause here. 3, 2, 1. Kicking forward. Step the rest of the way forward. Bend your knees, hands to thighs, up to chair, arms up, pulling down. 3, 2, 1. Up to standing, arms stretched, hands to heart center. Last round, let's go. Deep breath in. Folding. Whew. Stepping back to plank. 1 push up. Keep it going all the way down. Cobra. Down dog. Left leg up. Press it. 3, 2, 1. Kick it. Step the rest of the way forward. Hands to thighs coming up. Arms up. Pulling down. 3, 2, and 1. Stay here, everyone. Stay here. Hands to heart center. Sink down low. Bring your left elbow over your right thigh and twist. Getting into a deep prayer twist. Turn your head, turn your shoulders. And if you'd like to go farther, left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky. Hold it here. Hips down low. 3, keep breathing. 2, 1, hands come down. Make sure your feet are separated. Grab the big toes. Knees are soft. Pull your chest down towards your knees. Looking at the floor. Staying here and breathing. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. Step back to a plank position, please. Everyone into plank. Lift your chest, lift your head. Pull the belly in tight. Feet at hip width for the moment. 3, open your shoulders. 2, 1, lower down with or without your knees. Point your toes, lengthen your legs behind you. Reach your arms out in front of you. And slowly, you could either walk back, coming into Sphinx pose on the elbows, or walk back on your hands and come up as high as is comfortable for you. Lift the chest away from the hips, lift the chin, holding. Squeeze your glutes tight to protect the low back. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Hands come back under the shoulders. Push up onto the hands and knees, please. Raise your right arm up to the sky and then weave it underneath your chest. Place the right cheek down on the floor. Bring your left arm up and around the low back. See if you can touch the right thigh. So you get into this deep, deep twist. Breathing here. Yeah. That's it. Nice deep breaths. Good job. Bring the left hand back down in front of the face. Push back up. Lifting up onto your knees. Hands at your low back. Push your tailbone down. Lift the chest up and take it back into a small camel pose. Open up the chest. If you need to, look forward. If you can, let your head go back. If you want to, tuck your toes under and reach for your heels. Opening up 3, 2, 1. Look forward, release your feet, lift your right foot up in front of you, and allow your hips to come forward. Bringing both hands to the inside of your right foot. Bring them down. Tuck your back toes under and lift the back leg. Now you could stay here. This is already pretty good for the hips. Or if you wish, you could bring your left elbow down and then also the right elbow. Let the knee go out towards the side and hold it here. 3, deep breathing. 2, 1. Set your hands down. Press your hips back softly and bring both hands to either side of the right foot. If you have a block nearby, you could use the block. See if you can get your left foot down as well. This is called pyramid pose. All 10 toes pointing forward. And let your chest come towards your knee. Holding here. Deep breaths. Focusing on these deep stretches. All right. Releasing this, bend your front knee and turn to the side. So both feet are facing the same direction now. And this is my right knee, that was the leg that was in front. I'm going to bend it low and see how low you can get. If you have to lift up the heel, do that. Keep your hands down to support you. And then your left foot points upward towards the sky. So we get into a deep side lunge stretch. This is like a kung fu type stretch. Let your hips go back, hands forward, deep breath. You go down as low as possible for the knee. If it doesn't feel good, you can lift up a little bit higher. 3, 2, and 1. Using your hands, help yourself back up, straightening both legs, all 10 toes facing the same direction. Grab your ankles and pull your chest downwards towards the space between your knees. As much as possible, avoid rounding the low back. You want to lengthen the low back. Looking at the floor, holding. Deep breaths. Hands come to the floor. Walk your feet in just a little bit and turn the heels in, toes out. Hands onto the thighs now. Help your back to lift yourself up. So this is the kind of standing frog position. Knees go out as wide as the toes. Raise your arms up and let's take the goddess. Opening up the hands, elbows pull down. Lift your chest. Remember, the point where the wall meets the ceiling, that's a confident feeling. So lift and hold. 3, 2, 1. Releasing, hands onto the hips. Turn your toes forward. Make nice big circles with the hips. Just releasing, letting go what we've done here. Change the direction. Good. Good. All right. Bend your knees softly. Now you could step your feet in or you could jump. And then we'll turn to the front. You could step forward or jump. Feet at hip width. Stretch your arms as straight as possible. Lift your chest. Hands to your heart center. And sink back down into that chair position. We're going to go and do the other side, starting from here. Twist to your left now. Right elbow over the left thigh. Turn, turn, turn as far as possible. If you'd like, right hand on the floor, left hand to the sky. Prayer twist. Here we go. 3, turn your head. Yes. 2. Good job. 1. Release, bringing the hands down. Grab a hold of your big toes. Keep the knees soft. Lengthen your chest and bring it down towards the knees. Looking at the floor still. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands down and step back to your plank position, please. Lift up your chin, lift your chest forward. Holding here. Deep breathing. In and out through the nose. Stay strong. Keep the legs strong. Shoulders wide. Good. We lower down with or without the knees. Point your toes, lengthen your legs, reach your arms out in front of you, and we're going to walk back into Sphinx. You can be on your elbows or on the palms of your hands. Lift the chest, lift the chin, squeeze your glutes tight. Very tight squeeze. Hold. Good job. Coming back down. Bring your hands under your shoulders now. Push up onto your hands and knees. Ooh, left arm comes up and weave it underneath. Turn your head, left ear to the floor. Right arm comes around the low back. Reach for your left thigh and hold it here. Deep twist, especially for the upper back and neck. Releasing, bring the hand down in front of the face. Coming back up, come up onto the knees. Now you can take the supported camel or tuck your toes under. Reach for your heels, lift and open the chest, let your head go back or look forward. Holding. Looking forward, good job. All right, hands to your hips. Left foot comes up in front of you. Let your hips sink down. Hands to the inside of the left foot. Tuck your right toes under. Lift the right knee. You could stay here or bring the right elbow down and maybe the left one too. Decide what's good for you today and hold. Hands to the floor. Lift the hips up and straighten both legs. All 10 toes pointing forward. There should be a space between your legs, however. Pyramid pose, the chest goes towards the left knee. Holding, deep breathing. Good stop. Now we're going to turn the left foot towards your right hand side. Right foot turns as well, line them up, and your left knee bends. So it's the leg that was in front. Bend it until you get down as low as possible. The heel can come up. Toes of the right foot point upwards. And hold here. Go down as low as is possible for you. Holding here. 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down. Push against the floor to help yourself come back up. Feet pointing in the same direction. Grab a hold of the ankles. Pull the chest between the knees. Looking at the floor. Hold it. Deep, deep breaths. Hands to the floor. Walk your feet in a bit. Heels inwards, toes outwards. Hands to the thighs. Lift yourself up to the standing frog. The knees wide. Arms up, goddess. Holding here. Come all the way up to standing. Hands to the hips. Make a circle with your hips to release and let go. Change the direction. Turn your toes forward. You can step in or jump. Turn forward. You can step forward or jump. Woohoo! Release your arms. Lift the chest. Good. Nice. Here's where we're going to take a little break, and you go and get your glass of water, please. If you do not have the glass of water, go get one or go to the sink and just drink water. You need it now. Good job. Ladies, please, please, please remember to hydrate throughout your day. Super important, okay? All right. Let's meet back onto the mat. Hands at your heart center. Take a deep breath in, rise up, folding forward. Step back, please, to a plank position. Now from here, either lower your right knee, open up to a supported side plank, or turn both heels to your right and raise your left arm. And we hold here, flatten out your belly, lift the hips up nicely. Keep breathing, look up to your left thumbnail. 3, 2, good. 1, bring your hands down, bring the knees down, open your knees and sink back, palms of the hands face the sky. Releasing through the arms, shoulders and wrists. Looking forward, hands down, back up into your plank position. You could lower your left knee, raising the right arm for supported side plank. Or spin with both feet. Raise your right arm, hold it here. Lift the hips nicely. Hook to your right thumbnail. 3, 2, 1. Hands down, lower the knees, open them up, sink back, palms to the sky. Looking forward, hands come back down, come up onto your hands and knees, walk your knees back, and let's move down to the earth. Good. Hands under the forehead. Move the hips from side to side just to relax for a little bit and let go. The first couple of postures we're going to do are stretches, stretching postures. So, first one, bring your left elbow under your left shoulder. The hand comes under the right shoulder. Bend your right knee and grab the foot or the heel and bring the heel in towards the hip. See if you can bring both hips down as far as possible. And here we're getting into a deep stretch of the quadriceps. If it's too much, you can just bend the knee and point the toe. Deep breathing. Remember, in and out through the nose. One more deep breath in. And let's release. Come on down to let go. Move your hips from side to side. Coming back up, right elbow under the right shoulder, the hand underneath the left shoulder. Bend your left knee, bring it in. Grab a hold of the foot, pull it in towards the hip, and let your hips go downwards towards the floor. Deep, slow breaths. Good. Releasing. Come on back down. Hands under the forehead, moving the hips. Okay. Stretch your left arm out to the side. The palm goes down onto the floor. The arm is stretched. Right arm underneath the shoulder. Open your legs and bring the big toes to touch each other. So the knees are wide, big toes touching. We'll let the legs go over to our left. The right knee comes up and we hold here. This is a stretch of the pectoral muscles of the left arm, as well as a nice little twist into the spine. And it also helps to work the outer glute here. So lift the knee up high, holding, breathing. And let's release, rolling back onto our tummies, hands under the forehead, move the hips. Other side, right arm out to the side, palm is down. Left hand under the left shoulder, feet are open, touch the big toes together by bending the knees. Push against your left hand to lift the left thigh and to roll onto the right hip. The left knee lifts and opens, gets a nice little twist into the spine, and feel the stretch into the front of the right arm, also the right pectoral muscle, and there's a really nice contraction of the gluteus medius here. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Rolling back onto your tummy, hands under the forehead, move the hips, letting go. Lift your head, chest, and shoulders. Open your arms into a cactus. Lifting the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, and lift both legs. And we hold. Set your gaze forward and breathe. Coming back down, hands under the forehead, moving the hips. Last posture on the tummy, flex your feet. You could reach around, grab the ankles, or set your hands at your heels. If the hands are at the heels, you'll come up less high. Take a deep breath in, rise up to your bow pose. If you cannot grab the ankles or the feet, just stretch your arms behind you, clasping the hands. Breathing deeply, everyone. Open up the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades. One more deep breath in. Come on back down. Hands under the shoulders, push up onto the hands and knees. Walk your knees forward, bringing the feet to one side. Let's come to a seated position. Good. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Lift and open the chest. It's still the same idea where the wall meets the ceiling. So you lift the chest. Leaning forward softly, opening the knees up gently. Go as far as is comfortable for you without creating any big strain on the inner thighs or on those tendons, all right? So find your level. It's going to be different for everyone. Good. Just breathe in and out through the nose, trying to get some release into the hips. Lifting back up, stretch your right leg out in front of you. Toes pointing upwards towards the sky. Hands behind you will lift the chest and lean forward towards that leg. Once you've gotten as far as possible, take your left arm and reach out, either grabbing the calf, tibia, ankle, or the foot. Pull your chest forward, and there's a small twist that goes on in the low back. Be sure that your low back is long and not rounding. Deep breathing here. See if you can go a little bit farther than usual. With the heat, sometimes we find a little bit more flexibility. Releasing, bring your left hand behind you, point your toes of your right foot, and rise up onto the left knee. Hips go up, lift and open the front of the body, let your arm go back. 3, 2, 1. Come on back down. Good. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Let's get into this stretch again. Lift the chest and go forward as far as possible for you. Opening the knees, lift through the chest. That's it. Releasing, let's stretch the left leg out in front of us, toes pointing upwards. Hands behind you, push against your hands to go forward towards the knee. And once you've found your limit, reach your right arm out in front. You can either grab the tibia, the ankle, or the toes. There's a little twist that goes on in the back. Be careful of that you're not rounding. Lift the chest up, 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 and forward. Good. Releasing, let's bring the right hand behind us. Point the toes of the left foot and rise up onto the right knee. Hip goes up, 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 up. Arm can come behind you. You can also set your hand behind your head to get an even deeper stretch down the side body. Lift the hips up. And let's release and let go. Good job. Bending both knees now. Align yourself with your mat. Grab behind and rolling down onto your back. Place your feet flat. Place your head flat on the mat and just hold here for a moment. And perhaps we can do the breath once again, where you breathe in over the tongue and you breathe out through your nose. 3 times. Breathe in over the tongue. Breathe out through your nose. Once more. Breathe in over the tongue and out through the nose. Arms come down. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift your hips up, and we'll start with some perineal exercises. Breathing in, breathe out, squeeze the knees together, inner thighs, and lift the perineum. Breathe in, open the knees. Breathing out, squeeze and pull up. Breathing in, open. Breathing out, squeeze and pull up. And again, breathing in, opening. Breathing out, squeeze and pull up. 3 more, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in and out. 1 more time, breathe in and out. Good. Lower your hips down. Set the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Good. So this is going to relax us first. It's reclining butterfly. You should find a nice little arch in your low back. Take a couple of deep breaths, just letting go. And then we're going to do frog bridge. You'll press the soles of your feet together, lift your hips up off the floor. You're squeezing your glutes tightly, and you'll lift your hips higher. 10, 9, 8, 7. This is really strengthening the structure of the hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hips back down. Lift your knees again. Separate your feet. Lift your hips up. Set your right heel onto your left knee. And we press up. This is glute work. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2, 1. Right leg to the sky now. Press again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Almost there, almost there. 2, 1. Bring the foot back down. Hips stay up for the moment. Good. Left heel onto the right thigh. So this is going to work the right glute. Press up. Here we go. 10, 9, squeezing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch the left leg to the sky. Here we go. Pressing up. 10, 9. Stay with it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hang on. 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot back down. Hips come down. I want you to cross your right leg over your left. Lift them up and squeeze the knees towards the chest. Relax a little bit. Yeah. Release, uncross. Now left leg over the right. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Relaxing. Good. Yeah. Releasing. Reset your feet. Yogic bridge now. Elbows into the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades so you get the arch already in the upper back. Lengthen your neck and raise the hips up as high as possible for you. Hold here and breathe. Good. Nice squeeze into the glutes. Excellent. Two more breaths. Nicely done, everyone. Arms over the head. Lower the back 1 vertebra at a time. Very, very slowly. Take your time. And once you're all the way down, keep your arms over your head. Open your feet as wide as your mat and let your knees fall to the right. Keep reaching with your arms behind you. One knee at a time, lifting, and let's let the knees go to our left. Reaching the arms behind, breathing deeply and slowly. Lifting one knee at a time. Good. Lift your knees up against your chest and softly rock from side to side. Excellent, ladies. We've done a really good practice with strengthening, some deep, deep stretches. Very well-rounded practice, especially in this heat. Let's lift our feet up, grab the outer edges of your feet, pull the knees as wide as the shoulders or wider, and again, rocking from side to side. Excellent. Coming back to center, stretch your right leg as far as possible. Then release it, rebending the knee, and let's stretch our left leg as far as possible. Release it, rebending the knee, and we're going to do both legs. Stretch as far as possible. Legs are wide. Lengthen out. And then softly bring the knees bent once again. Set your feet flat on the floor, knees bent. Clasp your hands behind your head and bring your elbows in front of the face. So you're really holding your head, like hammocking your head. Lift the head, chin to the chest, and you've got a deep stretch down the back of the neck. Turn your head now to the right as if you want to look at your right foot. Feel the stretch going down the left-hand side of the neck. Rolling back softly to center and go towards the left. Look at your left foot. Elbows in front of the face. We hold. Back to the center. And softly lower the head down to the earth. Reach your legs out onto the floor, palms facing the sky. And we'll do one more time the cooling breath. It's a very healthy breath. So bring the air over the tongue and breathe out through the nose. And again, breathing in, air goes over the tongue. And breathe out through your nose. Last time, breathing in, air goes over the tongue. And breathing out through the nose. Begin taking some deep, slow breaths in this position. Becoming aware of your body and the sensations in your body. And consciously now, relax your head to your shoulders. Relax now from your shoulders down to your chest. And from your shoulders, down your arms to your fingertips. Relax from the chest down to the tummy. Now from the tummy down to your hips. Now from the hips down through your legs to your knees. And from your knees down through your ankles to your feet and your toes. Feel as if you have a cooling, relaxing shower from the crown of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Let your next breath in expand the chest and the rib cage. And as you breathe out, just soften all the different parts of your body. And again, breathing in. As you breathe out, just soften. One more time. Breathing in and breathing out, softening. Begin now to move your fingers and your toes. Moving your hands, your feet. Good. When you're ready, raise your arms up over your head and stretch from fingers to toes. And then lifting your knees up to your chest, squeeze your knees into your chest. Hold them there and perhaps rock a bit from side to side. Be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself. Bring your right arm to your right ear. Place your hands, roll to your right hand side and place your hands down before lifting up from the side. Good job. Let's rub our hands together. Bring your hands over your face, gently tapping around the eyes, shaking out. All right, rub your hands together one more time and bring your index fingers to either sides of your eyes. Hold the skin softly towards the temples and squeeze your eyes shut 5 times. So squeeze shut, working against the pull of the fingers, and open. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Cover your eyes with your palms. Close the eyes. And gently peel the hands away and feel coolness. Hands to your heart center, opening the eyes. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone. Stay hydrated, stay cool. Thanks for joining. Great to see you all.